So a quick reminder of what we've done the last couple of lessons, which is taking statistics from a list of numbers. So here we've got a list of numbers. We could work out now the mode. So think to yourself now, which one is the mode? Hopefully we went for 29. It's the most common. How about the median? Well, let's remember that rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the median is the middle. So we want the middle values. So we find the middle two. So these are the middle two. If there's just one in the middle, then that's our median. However, we need to find halfway between the two. So remember, we add them, 38. We divide by 2, and we get 19. So the median here is 19. Hey diddle diddle, the median's the middle. You add, then divide for the mean. So we can work out the mean. So we're going to add them all together. If I add them all together, you should find they add up to 123. And 123, how many values are there? There are 6. 123 divided by 6 is 20.5. So that is the mean. And finally, so those are our averages, remember. And then we have a measure of spread called the range. And that is the biggest value. Take the smallest value, which is 17. So let's go through that rhyme again. Hey diddle diddle, the median's the middle. You add then divide for the mean. The mode is the one you see the most, and the range is the difference between. So that's what we've done so far. For the rest of this video, we're just going to have a look at some of the problems where we are given the mean, but we've got a number missing, so we need to work it out. So here's the question. If the mean of these three numbers is 5, what is the missing number worth? So I've got three numbers here. I'm going to pick two at random to get rid of. This one and this one. And we're just going to try and work out the value of this missing one on the end. So if the mean of these three numbers is 5, what is the missing number worth? See if you can work out. So just pause the video and see if you can work out what it would be and what your process would be in working it out. Well, this is how I worked it out. Well, I know that if I add these three values up, if I add them up and then I divide it by 3, then I get 5. That's how I work out the mean. Add them up and divide by how many there are. Well, what number, when I divide it by 3, gives me 5? Well, working that as an equation, 15. 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. So I know that these three numbers have to equal in total 15. Well, I've got a 2 here and I've got a 5 here. So this other one must be, hopefully, 8. Let's reveal it and let's see. Yes, it is. Fantastic. So the idea with these is we think about, okay, what do they all have to add up to? So have a go at the next one. So on Strictly Come Dancing, Logan and Tegan score a mean of 7 marks. 3 of the judges' scores are shown below. Let's pick 3 to get rid of. Let's get rid of the last 3. 5, 9 and 7. So 3 of the judges' scores are shown below. What did the 4th judge score Logan and Tegan? So see if you can work it out yourself first. Well, I know that for it to have a mean score of 7, well, what number divided by 4 gives me 7? Well, 28 does. So I know that these 4 numbers have to add up to 28. Well, if I add these 3 numbers together, I get 21. So what must that missing number be? Well, it must hopefully be 7. 7. Let us check it. Yes, it does. Fantastic. And I'm going to check my answer. Remember, we should always find ways to check our answers. So I'm going to calculate the mean now. Well, 7 add 5 is 12, add 9 is 21, add 7 is 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. Brilliant, my number works. Okay, having a go at this one then. So if the mean of these 5 numbers is 8, what is the missing number worth? So let's get rid of a few. Okay, so the mean of these 5 numbers is 8. What is the missing number worth? So first of all, what do they need to add up to? Well, if the mean of these 5 numbers is 8, well, what number divided by 5 gives me 8? It's 40. So I know that these 5 numbers have to add up to 40, because 40 divided by 5 would give me the mean of 8. Well, the numbers I've got at the moment add up to, well, 13 add 3 is 16, add 9 is 25, add 10 is 35. So 40, let's find the missing number. In theory, 40 take away 35 is 5. Is it 5? Yes, it is. Fantastic. I check my answer. So if I add these all up, 13 add 3 is 16, add 9 is 25, add 5 is 30, add another 10 is 40. 40 divided by 5 gives me that mean of 8 that I was looking for. Okay, so on the next page are a bunch of questions that I'd like you to have a go at. Please bear in mind that today I am not online for support. I am in school with my tutor group, so I'm not going to be able to help you out, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to do the best you can without me. I'm sure that you will be able to do it anyway, and see how you get on with these questions. So here are the questions. So again, so for each question, find the missing value. Most of the time I've signified that with an X. So I know, remember the mean of these 4 numbers is 7. So you've got to work out what that missing number is. So pause the video. And once you've done these, please make sure you're writing them in your book fully. Once you've done these, unpause the video and I'll go through the answers. Alrighty, so you should have these answers. Well, if these have a mean score of 7, they have to add up to 28. These ones on their own add up to 20, so the missing value of X is 8. The mean weight in B has to be 7. Well, so then I know that these have to add up to 35, because 35 divided by 5 would give me that 7. So these added up to give me 26, 32, so I know this one has to be 3. Here the mean price is £9. I have got 6 values here, so I know that they have to add up to 54. They have to add up to 54 because 54 divided by 6 would give me the £9 mean. Well, they currently add up to 11, 21, 27, 29, 39. So this one has to be 15. Carrying on. So for part D, the mean is 7. So what do I need to add these, get these to add up to? Well, if there are 6 numbers, I need them to add up to 42. Because 42 divided by 6 would give me that mean of 7. Well, the numbers so far add up to 4, 19, 26, 36, 44. Well, what's the problem there? The problem there is that 44 is more than 42. So what number could I put in there to make this work? And hopefully some of you perhaps thought, if I had -2 in there, and it's okay to have negatives in here involved, that would work out fine. Because I would have the 44 from all the positive numbers, I have my -2 which takes it to 42, and then I would divide by 6 to give me that mean of 7. Okay, the mean score for competition was 12.3, so what was the missing score? So a bit more tougher with these decimals. So I need to think, what number divided by 6 would give me that 12.3. And I can work out that that is 73.8. So if I add these 5 numbers up, I get 63. And so I need this one to be 10.8 to give me the 73.8 that I need. And 5 numbers with a mean of 10 and a range of 5. Well, if they've got a mean of 10, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they need to have a mean of 10, so they have to add up to 50. Well, here are my values that I worked out. These add up to 50, and then that would give me the mean of 10 when I divide it by 5. And the range, so the difference between my first number and my last number when they're in order is 5. So these work for me. There are a number of different options here. In fact, there are an infinite number of options. So you need to just make sure that your 5 numbers have to add up to 50, and the difference between the biggest and the smallest value has to be 5.